What up, what up, what up? This is Simply Simone Thick coming to you live from the Shy. I'm finally at the crib after my daughter's graduation. It was amazing. And I just want to come on and just talk about it a little bit and talk about this epidemic a little bit. So my thick thought for today is memories and how important it is to hold on to them. So today we thought wasn't even gonna happen. We thought actuality because of this my daughter was actually home for 10 weeks, and we thought that she was gonna graduate virtually. But St. Albie's School was nice enough to make arrangements so that she could graduate. And I'm gonna post online the graduation and everything because I'm gonna put together a little video or whatever. But I remember when I first brought my child home, and I was looking at her like, wow, what am I gonna do? I don't know how to raise kids, but I'm gonna look at what my grandmother did, what my mom did, and I'm gonna raise her that way. And as a direct result of raising her, in a divorce situation, because I was married when I had my daughter. I had my daughter at 36 years old. And so I didn't even think I could even have a child. So she was a miracle, obviously, miracle baby. And I raised her old school. My daughter is 14 years old, going on 15 in December. She's not fast. She is not a smart mouth. She's not, disrespectful. She's not rude to anybody. She's an amazing little girl. And I'm very grateful. But the reason why she turned out that way is because I had old school values and I raised her in an old school environment. I didn't play that disrespect stuff. I didn't play that stepping out your body stuff, But I didn't really have to chastise her too much because she was just a good girl anyway. And she saw who I was. She saw who her dad was and the surrounding family, and she did what she needed to do. And that means something, guys. Y'all need to raise your kids. How about that? A lot of times people allow society to raise their kids. A lot of people allow TV to raise their kids or social media to raise their kids. And even though my daughter's my best friend, she knows that I'm her mother. That's the difference. She don't step out of line and act like me or her are equal because we're not. And she knows that. But she can talk to me about anything. I know that I broke a generational curse because, things didn't always go that well with my family. Things didn't go well with my mom and her mother and their relationship. And my grandmother had a bad relationship with her mom. But I broke that generational curse. And I have an excellent relationship with my child. We talk about everything. We cool as hell. And I love that. And I have a good relationship with her dad, even though he makes my ass itch sometimes. But he's a good father. He has done a magnificent job raising her and being in her life. And I'm grateful that she has a father because my dad wasn't in my life like that. And so I'm grateful that she has that father in her life and her mother. And we're working together, to raise her. It ain't like a struggle and we ain't doing all that. I mean, we fought in the past, but we got a mutual understanding that we want the same thing for our child. And so I challenge any people who are co-parenting, let bullshit go. Your kids are not worth being treated like pawns, like they are pawn on a checkerboard and you are, or a chessboard, and because old boy don't want to be with you no more, you ain't trying to let him see his child. And he actually trying. And you preventing that because you want him to be with you. That's ridiculous. Don't do that shit. Kids deserve their fathers. If their father wants to be there, allow him to be there, whether he got the money or not. Because they need that. Kids need that. I needed that. It's affecting me right now that my father was prevented from being in my life because my mom and my grandmother didn't allow him to be around. They made him feel so uncomfortable, he decided not to be around. And it wasn't until his deathbed 2 days before that God blessed me enough to be able to see him and say goodbye. That shouldn't be. That shouldn't be. I shouldn't be in my 40s by the time I reach out to my dad like that and actually tell him goodbye and tell him I forgave him and all that. I wanted to have more years with him. I wanted him to see my daughter graduate. I wanted him to see, her get married possibly if he was alive. It's just sad, but we just need to work it out, and especially with this Corona shit. Life is too fucking short, and times are too hard and dangerous for you to be fighting and feuding over bullshit that's trivial. For real, it is, and y'all need to really get it together because you're gonna fuck up your kids. I know you don't care right now, but your kids are affected by the shit you do. It directly affects them. You may not think it does, but it does. They are watching you. So if you acting ratchet and you out there fighting and being spiteful and being an asshole, then your kids are going to turn out like that. If you act, with a respectable way and you demand certain things and you have rules and regs in your household and you keep children as children and allow them to be kids and not live in an adult lifestyle or have adult behaviors, then your kids will be straight. I promise you that. I'm a witness to that. And I thank God above that he's blessing me with a child that is amazing. And you'll be able to see the graduation. But I just wanted to publicly say, to my daughter, Vashti, she's amazing. Her name means beautiful one, and she really is. Inside and out. And I love her so much. And, I'm looking forward to attending her high school graduation, her college graduation, and any other graduation she want to have. And I support her 100%. Why don't y'all do the same? Support your kids. Encourage them. Hug them every now and again. Tell them you're proud of them and tell them you love them. Because you just never know these days, especially with this George Floyd thing. You never know when they walk out the door if they're going to come back. And with that, this is Simply Simone Thyke on a serious note, a happy melancholy note. And I'll talk to you soon. Peace and chicken wings. Bye.